At the Islamic College of Brisbane, these newcomers to the city are being welcomed into the school community. Around some traditional Palestinian food, it's a chance to get to know one another and connect over shared experiences. Today, we meet three families who have all experienced the pain and fear of fleeing Gaza.
I feel safe, but I don't feel comfortable at all because of my friends, relatives, they are in Gaza.
Before the Hamas attacks on October 7th and the subsequent Israeli invasion, Amer El-Habash lived in Gaza City with his wife, 3 kids and his mother.
Our life was very good, very nice. We are educated also, holding me and my wife master degree. And it was going so good.
But that all changed when the bombing started.
My daughter comes and wakes me up. She was very scared, stayed between my arms maybe 4 hours. Their first strikes damaged my car, was parking in front of the building.
Before the war, Tamer Abunada and his wife Afnan also lived in Gaza City.
She told me, why we cannot open something like a kindergarten or something. I told her, you can manage it, I'm ready. I rented the building, I made a prestigious kindergarten. We did this for 1 month only, and we lost everything.
In the first few days after the war began, the kindergarten was destroyed. Tamer, his now pregnant wife, and their 3 kids all slept in the same room as the bombing intensified.
Every night before sleeping, I go to my kids one by one. I kiss them, I hug them. Daddy, inshallah tomorrow I will see you morning. I told them, don't worry, Baba. If we pass away, we are shaheed. We are go to the heaven, inshallah.
When the Israelis signalled their intention to invade the city, both families fled south. The El-Habash family's only safe option was to head west to a refugee camp set up on the sea, where life became a daily struggle.
We were civilians, and now they returned us to the Stone Age. Each day we have to wake up to cut off the woods, the trees, and start to search for water.
Shahrazad Hasira and her 14-year-old son Nadal were living in Nusrat when the bombing started.
له صاحب تاني كان كمان بنفس اليوم كانوا يخبطوا بأراضي فاضية، أجت شظية في راس صاحبه كان جنبه هو نضال برضو أخذوا الإسعاف، ما كان ميت، طلبوا الإسعاف صار عنده شلل كامل. أنا كنت خايفة على ابني نضال لأنه ما كان عنده أي مشاعر، ما كان يبكي، كان صلب جدا.
As the war intensified, they decided to leave Gaza. But when the news came that they were approved to cross the border into Egypt, it was bittersweet.
كثير حزينة، يعني إحنا مرقنا من الشوارع، البيوت مهدمة، الناس كلها بالشارع قاعدين، ما في بيوت يقعدوا فيها. كانوا بطلعوا ناس، بطلع الناس اللي تحت الأنقاض، وناس بتدفن وأشلاء.
The Abunada family had also applied to leave Gaza, Afnan now heavily pregnant. The family spent 29 days living on blankets near the Rafah crossing before their visas were approved.
There is no safety. You cannot feel safe anywhere. Everything is hard. You cannot find a clean water to drink, to cook. You cannot find foods because there is no electricity from day one.
In late March, they crossed the border, first heading to Cairo, then on to Brisbane. Shortly after arriving, Afnan gave birth to a healthy baby girl, Celine.
I'm lucky to join this country, but still my feeling is very bad against my people. They are killing. They are killed till now. till now. Now I have 90 days in Australia, and every day I hear bombing and killing more than before.
The Al-Habash family would spend around 40 days in camps waiting before it was their turn to cross the border at Rafah.
I keep daily go for 15 kilometers, just walk, just to have an internet connection and to look after if it's my name, it's on these lists or not.
Amer says he paid Egyptian border officials the equivalent of more than 26,000 Australian dollars, and their applications were approved. The stress of having to keep his family safe has now been replaced by guilt.
These feelings I have at night that what I have to do. I leave many of my relatives and friends in Gaza, and it was just I and my family who escaped from Gaza and the death and the war. So it's not a very good feeling at all.
We've got about 8 to 9 students who are from those families, from Gaza. They just love coming to school or being able to go to school without a threat of being bombed, because most of their schools in Gaza are destroyed.
Ali Kadri from the Islamic College of Brisbane says the school is doing all it can to support these families.
There are students here and staff members who've lost family members in Gaza. We allowed our students to write a little postcard, and we call it a Palestinian wall or a Gaza wall, where students can write a letter of support and stick it to this wall. And hopefully when the war ends, we'll try and send these postcards back to Gaza to the children there.
أنا بعرف إنه أستراليا يعني معظم السكان اللي فيها لاجئين، يعني أكيد عانوا من حروب أو عانوا من مجاعات أو عانوا من ظلم، عشان هيك هم لازم يكونوا حاسين فينا أكتر ناس من الدول الغربية، لأنهم عاشوا القهر وعاشوا الظلم وعاشوا الاستعمار والحروب والمجاعات والأمراض. هذا كل اللي أنا بحكي هذا موجود عندنا بغزة.